Okay, we're looking at quadratic inequalities here. Now, this looks pretty easy to solve, this first one initially, but you just need to be a little bit careful. Personally, I would probably do this, alright, and then that factorises to x plus 3, x minus 3, okay, and then with inequalities and graphs, what we get there, right, is it's asking which part, if this were a graph, okay, it would look something like this. I'm going to have to draw it quite small up here. But it would go something like this. Right, we're across at 3 there and minus 3 there. Oops, that's not very good, minus. Right, and they're asking for the parts which are, and I'll just change colour, which are less than 0. So the y coordinates are less than 0, because this here is y equals x squared minus 9. Okay, we're asking for the parts that are below the x-axis basically, and that is this whole bit here. Okay, and so therefore what we actually need to do is say, well, that's between x, when the x coordinate is between minus 3 and 3, that's where the graph is below 0. So on the number line down the bottom here, we're going to do a dot there and just join them up with a straight line. We don't colour them in because it's not equal to as well. Alright, but that's how these work. So think of it graphically and it makes it a little bit easier. Next one, over here we're going to factorise like we would with any quadratic. You'll notice it's greater than or equal to this time. So x, oops, my x's are terrible. I really must work on my x's. Using this pen. I'm just not very good with this pen actually. I'm not very good at writing. Let's be honest. Okay, here we go. Right. Good, so that's that. Now then, again, if we think about what the curve looks like, this is gonna, if I was to draw the graph of y equals x squared minus x plus 6, it's gonna look something like this, where that is 3 and that is negative 2. Alright, and we're looking for the parts that are above the x-axis. I'll do them, and that is that bit and that bit. Now, we've got two separate bits of graph, so we're going to need two separate inequalities. So we need the stuff that is less than minus 2, because all these here, all those x coordinates are less than minus 2, but we also need and there we go, x is greater than or equal to 3, because all these x coordinates here, where the graph is above the x-axis, the x coordinates are greater than 3. So what to take out of both of those is that when it's less than, you're going to get one very long inequality there, and if you need to put it on a number line, it looks like that. And if you've got greater than, you're going to get two separate inequalities because you've got two separate bits of graph there and there. Okay, and this is one long inequality because you've got one joined up bit of graph. You've got one bit of graph below the x-axis, and you've got two bits of graph above the x-axis. So hope that makes some sort of sense. It is exactly like solving quadratic equations by factorising, only you've got the inequality sign to deal with.